Putting too much into it. Yeah. Let's get this fire started. Sports became a passion. Convo bring it to life, highlighting all the action. Opinions could explode like a chemical reaction. If we started from the bottom, now rise up the newest caption. Man, it's known that every team and every person got an emphasis. But this that similarity that smokes all of our differences. Statements can get real, better back it up with evidence. Prove it for the record, watch this hour of deliverance. Haters outside the lines, but we do it quite frankly. Cause I'm around the horn, so just part the interruption. Cause the hatred they be spreading is an unwanted production.
Why not the Buffalo Bills? Why not the Buffalo Bills? I just want to ask. That's the first question I'm going to ask getting on this show. Why not the Buffalo Bills? 25 years in the making. You see my guy right here. He is laughing his tail off because he knows what it is. We done told this guy from the beginning of the year, they don't never listen, Will. They never listen, Will LeBombard. We tried to make it make sense, man. Why not the Buffalo Bills, man?
You say the same thing every day. Eventually, you'll be right, guy. Eventually. Like, in the words of my good friend Stephen A. Smith, even a dead clock is right twice a day.
You know what? And the Bills been right 15 times this year. By the way, what's going on? Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. You know what it is, man. It is the Buffalo Bills edition to Rise Up Early. I got my guy, the coach, Mookie Hawkins, over here, looking super busy, probably looking at all these interviews and things that he done put together. My guy is in the building. You see him. He was there yesterday, giving Sean McDermott some of his thoughts. Mook, what up, man?
Hello?
Yeah.
What up?
What up? My guy, the Alphabets, Marcus the Alphabets. What's up, Marcus?
What's going on, guys? How y'all doing?
The hater, not the hater.
I'm not a hater. I'm a realist.
A realist? No, you're not a realist. You're not a realist at all. You want to find some loot words, not to get credit to where it's deserved at 2020.
I haven't given the Bills credit. I haven't been giving the Bills credit. What did I call? Hang on, because
no credit, bro. No, either you
hang on, Moo. Last week, me and you, we've done shows for the past like 3 weeks. Me and you, and we've been back and forth. What did I call Stephon Diggs last week?
You can't praise one person on the team and then shit on the rest of them, Marcus. It just don't work like that.
I haven't given.
It's a team sport, Marcus. It's no iron team.
I got you.
You can't ride one player. You can't ride one player and then dog the team in the same thing, bro. That just don't work like that. That's fake love. We call that fake love, Marcus. You can't do that, Marcus. We ain't about to do that right now. Because if Stephon Diggs didn't get over 100 yards yesterday, you'd have been dogging him too. All right, but y'all love the Baltimore Ravens defense, though, don't y'all? Don't you got some explaining to do again for the 6 weeks in a row? For the 6th week in a row, don't you got some explaining to do?
Okay, first off, it's not 6 weeks it's not 6 or 8 weeks in a row. I actually picked the Bills to win last week. I picked the Bills, and I actually called the score exactly right. I called it exactly right.
You did.
Yes, I did pick the Ravens yesterday, and I said it would be a close game.
But what did you say? You picked the Bills to win, but what did you say? Well, the last time the Bills was in a playoff game, what happened, right? You still said all of that. It's like you can't be all the way in.
I want to say this to all of my delusional Buffalo Bills fans out there. You don't get the benefit of the doubt. You don't get the benefit of the doubt.
We don't want the benefit of the doubt. We don't want the benefit of the doubt, Marcus. The team is 15-3 this year, bro. What are you talking about? Ain't no benefit of the doubt when you 15-3.
And I've seen the New England Patriots go 18-0, and guess what? It don't matter. It don't matter until you
win. You right. Ain't no benefit of the doubt when you're 15-3.
Thing if you don't get that ring.
Where's the Dallas Cowboys at?
Oh, here we go.
They watching us.
No, this is the Bills.
The Cowboys is watching us. The Cowboys woke up this morning The Cowboys woke up this morning and they saw Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs and Taron Johnson highlights. That's what the Cowboys
every day they wake up, they look at their trophy case and see them 5 Super Bowl
They ain't
champions.
got no damn trophy case. Dak Prescott ain't got no Super Bowl ring. Ezekiel Elliott ain't got no ring, bro. No, they don't have nothing. We're not talking about Emmitt Smith and Troy Aikman. All right, we talking about the Cowboys that you love so much right now. What are they doing? Them bums. What the bums doing? What is the high-priced bums doing?
Is this the Cowboys Rise Up show or is this the Buffalo Rise Up show?
You gonna every time we say something about Buffalo, hold on. Every time we talk about Buffalo, you go back to how in the hell Dallas won Super Bowls back in the goddamn 90s.
I haven't said anything about Dallas.
I haven't said
anything about you always bring up Dallas. I haven't said
you bring up Dallas. You keep talking about if it don't mean a thing if you ain't got a ring. That was 30 years ago, bro. What time capsule you still
talking about Dallas? I'm not talking about Dallas. I'm talking about Kansas City. I'm talking about Kansas City and other teams.
We got 4 quarters for them. We got 4 quarters for them. What did I say?
We'll see. But we'll talk. We'll get to that. What's up? We'll talk about this game right now that happened yesterday.
4 quarters. Yeah, because y'all swore that they weren't gonna win that one.
You were there yesterday, Mook. What did you see? What are your thoughts on the game yesterday?
Sir, hold on. Let me.
You to turn this into the alphabet show?
Right. Hold on. Let me correct you. We both was there, sir. I'm about
to become alphabet.
The
alphabet.
I'm sorry, Dre. I forgot you had on your Andy Reid visor over there. Your Andy Reid.
I would roll up.
Your Andy
it's coming. You know what? Go ahead, move, man.
I see you had your Andy Reid welder's mask on yesterday at the game. I saw you.
Yeah, right. I was practicing safety. Safety and security. You right about that. Mook, how you feel about this game, man?
Hey, for 2 weeks in a row, the Bills have been, let's say, lackluster. But guess what? You know, a mark of a good team always find a way to win. The ugly game, especially the games that they ain't really supposed to win. Or, I mean, wild card week, they was the highly favorite team to be upsetted. Even though the Bills have on this winning streak, they still was picked out of all the teams who could get upsetted. The Bills could. It was ugly, but guess what? They found a way to win. Yesterday, all week long, we heard the chatter was, the Bills can't stop the run. Lamar Jackson's going to run all over them. Do you see what they did to Tennessee? And this and that. And this defense is, Josh Allen's going to be in trouble. And all of this crap. What happened yesterday? I always say, and I said it all week, numbers don't lie, but they don't tell the same truth. And what happened? Let's look at the numbers, shall we?
Yeah, let's look at the numbers.
Let's look at the numbers. Gus Edwards, 10 carries, 42 yards. J.K. Dobbins, 10 carries, 42 yards. Lamar Jackson, 9 carries, 34 yards. I'm sorry. In 2 games, he hasn't even ran for 75 yards combined against the Bills. What did he do against everybody else? So you have to forget that, when he played the Bills, he don't perform well, huh? Okay. Now, but when you look at all the stats again, the Ravens dominated in every aspect and phase of the game statistically. But in one category, no turnovers. The common denominator in the Bills' 2 victories is that they haven't turned the ball over. Now, yes, they have fumbled. Yes, there has been some interceptions that's been called back by penalty. But guess what? On the score sheet, 0. No turnovers versus Indy and no turnovers versus Baltimore. All right. They played solid football until that team made that vital mistake, and the Bills capitalized off that mistake and never pretty much, let the game get away from them at that point. So, with that being said, what do they got to say about the Bills now? You know what I mean? They done something obviously that nobody in the NFL could ever do against the Baltimore Ravens. So, we don't get no credit for that one. It's always gonna be a flaw on why they wanted it. Justin Tucker, he missed the field goals. They're gonna blame that on that one. It's always gonna be an excuse on why the Bills won instead of them actually going out there and dominating a Baltimore Ravens team who everybody pegged to be the biggest, baddest team out here.
Well, I'm glad that we got my guy all the way from LA, Donovan Samuels, in the building. What's going on, Donovan?
Yeah, I got up early, man. Just came to congratulate the Bills, man. Like Moogie said, man, a lot of people have been hating, man, but you got to give credit to where it's due. Every single game, they made the adjustments, and they pretty much all the things that they should look out for on the defensive end. They've done it, man. That along with another team, but we'll talk about that later. It might be a crash collision course, Andre.
I've been wishing and dreaming for it. Yo, on top of that, let me segue from what Mookie was saying too. In the 2 games that the Buffalo Bills played, they've just made more plays. They have just made more plays. Yeah, teams have made more yards, but with those yards, they haven't made plays. I mean time of possession in the first half was 20-10. It was 20-10, Baltimore. Yeah. And the score was 3-3. And in the second half, they got heavy. They got busy on defense. They got busy. Lamar Jackson couldn't get busy. The run game was here and there. It was like a hot and cold Katy Perry remix. But the Buffalo Bills made more plays. And as far as the Teron Johnson 101, listen, sir, when you know what a team likes to do, and you know their main weapon, which is Mark Andrews. Oh yeah, you can sit off, play the zone, and sit there and watch and let Lamar do what he do, and then you just jump his route, and 101 yards later, you're up big time. All right. Stephon Diggs had 106 yards too. He cannot be stopped. Let's be clear. All right. A guy who is what my guy over here, the alphabet, a force multiplier. He is a force multiplier, a beast, the number 1 wide receiver in the league. Stephon Diggs cannot be stopped by anybody. And it's proven all year long. They just make more plays when it comes down to it. Will they make more plays next week? Will this be the mantra next week? Will we see this same story next week? Whether it's Cleveland or Kansas City, will we see that next week? Will the Bills be able to make more plays against them? That's the question to be asked. Kellen for the culture is in the building. What up, Kellen?
Good morning.
Good morning. I see you in your Bills Mafia stuff. I see you, bro. Let's break this down a little bit more analytically. Let's talk about the offensive line. How did you feel the offensive line did in this game?
They kept Josh clean for the most part. He did good. They did.
He only got sacked once, right?
Twice.
Twice.
It was twice.
Got sacked twice.
Yeah.
So there's the pressure that everybody was so screaming about all week. There's the pressure. 2 sacks. So how about our offensive line? Just about our starting 5 linemen is top 15 in every PPF category from tackle to tackle. Nobody's talking about that neither. I'm telling you, every week is something. Oh, they got the baddest defensive line in the world. Oh, they got the best DBs in the world. They at home right now. They at home. They cleaning out their lockers right now. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Like, so at the end of the day, 15-3, they still get no credit. You know what I mean? But you don't want to get no credit to you winning all. I get it. I get all of that. But at the end of the day, man, for this team to be what they've been doing or what they haven't done in the past 20 years, all of a sudden just dominating like this, okay. But let Kansas City or somebody do that and be 15-3. Everybody be sweating them in the world.
Because we've seen them do it. They're the
Before they did it, y'all was riding them. Before they did it last year, y'all was riding them. I want to hear that.
Do you want to know? I
want to hear that. Y'all was sweating.
They were the highest scoring.
Y'all was sweating Kansas City. Y'all was sweating Kansas City and Mahomes every week. before they won the Super Bowl.
You're not going to get the benefit of the doubt. But
Kansas City got it. Kansas City got it last year.
And guess what? They're the defending champions.
No. Before they was the defending champions, they got it. Before they was the defending champions, they got that.
Yeah.
Hello?
Because they were.
Ain't no because, man. It's the same thing. Ain't no because. See, you're making excuses now. Stop making excuses, man.
There's no excuses.
Just say you don't like the Bills, man. That's just all.
I love the Bills. I love y'all's colors. Red's my favorite.
You hate them. You just hate them.
Red's my favorite.
Like everybody. Dude, you're a Cowboys fan, so we know you hate the Bills. That's all fake love, bro. That's all fake love.
Listen, we talked earlier about the grind and the hustle earlier. This team is hustled. I mean, this team is done.
What about this defense, though? We're not going to talk about this defense.
No,
defense is real, man.
Two catches, 13 yards.
We are
13 yards, total domination by the defense out there. Show y'all how y'all shut down Baltimore.
Definitely, second half for sure. Shut down.
3 points. 3 points. 3 points the entire game. Really?
3.
Who done that? Who stopped the Baltimore Ravens to 3 points all season? Y'all would have never expected the Bills defense to do that. Never. Y'all had they're gonna get blew out.
Well,
that's the credit I'm talking about.
You know what happened? And I said this a couple weeks ago. I said that number 2 defense that appeared last year, all year, is appearing in the last 6 to 7 games. The Buffalo Bills defense has shown up. They are here at the right time.
How many times Lamar Jackson got sacked?
Enough.
You don't sack that guy like that, first and foremost. He don't get sacks all like that, first and foremost.
How many times did you hear third down last night? How many times did you hear third down? You heard that a lot last night, didn't you?
They was efficient, though. They was 40% from third down, better than the Bills, but sacked 4 times. Jerry Hughes out there playing like a madman.
Yep. Long as you heard third down, you heard it. Third down.
With the way that the flow of the game, and Mook, I agree with you as far as doing something to Baltimore that hadn't really happened to them. Maybe last year in the playoffs. If they get down, if you're able to get up on Baltimore and Tennessee for that matter, with the way that they're constructed, it's really hard for them. It's really hard for them to come back from something like that. So,
you know why? You know why?
They don't have any.
You know why? It's the same thing y'all love. The same thing y'all love about the Ravens' ass. The same thing that haunt their ass too. They run the ball. So when you trying to run, when you're a run-oriented team and you're playing for behind, guess what? You can't do it because you don't know how to pass. They was the 32 ranked passing team in the NFL. They don't know how to pass. That's why Lamar Jackson threw an interception in the damn end zone. He don't work progressions. That's not his strong suit.
Wait a minute. Let me ask this question, Mookie, and I want a legitimate answer. How can we sit up here and continue to keep giving Baltimore Ravens this excuse about passing? Well, last year, Lamar Jackson threw for 36 touchdowns. It was the MVP. What's the excuse? I just want to please make it make sense for me. How did he go from 36 touchdowns throwing the football to the Lamar Jackson that you just
because they were passed. Here, it's not the excuse. This is the reason. There's a difference between an excuse and a reason. I'm not a Baltimore Ravens fan.
Well, give me a reason.
That damage that he did as far as in the passing game, that was at the beginning of the game. Just like what Mookie was just saying, if they get behind, they're not built. They're not built to come from behind. That's not what they do.
Oh, Marcus, let me ask you a question. If you get past the beginning of the game, what's wrong with being able to pass at the end of the game? Are you?
That's not what they do. What they were doing last year, as compared to this year, they would come out bombing away with Lamar Jackson, running play action because they had everybody scared to death of their running game. So they would come out passing to kind of switch it up, and then at the end of the game, they would run the clock out.
So Marcus, why would you? Okay, so here's the next.
Last year they was just blowing your ass out and chilling on the sideline with 40 points every week. Nobody knew how to stop the 3 tight end. They had 3 tight ends out there. They had 3 dynamic down there tight. They had Max Williams, Hayden Hurst, and Mark Andrews. Now you had Mark Ingram. Nobody knew about that style of offense last year. until teams start to get book on you, then, they can game plan for it. But still, it was still tough to beat because of personnel reasons. Just ask the New England Patriots on how they exposed them with 3 tight ends and had to go up against those linebackers, and Bill Belichick didn't understand that. So, teams didn't catch on to it, but one team caught on into last year that nobody paid attention to, the Buffalo Bills. Once again, now do it make you go back and look at that game from last year to see how real it was last night? Because they showed it again, and they let them get up out of there last year, 24-17. Josh ain't played well, what I mean. But at the end of the day, the team knew that last year, and that carried over into last night. And you show how and you see how the defense were able to play.
They did, last year.
You see how the defense was able to play because they wasn't afraid of that running game, that attack. They loved that. They welcomed the challenge. And they shut Lamar Jackson down to lesser yards than last game.
What was the score? What was the score before that pick six 100-yard? What was the score?
10-3. It was 10-3.
10-3. It was a 14. That's 14 points.
You have moments in the game where the tide of the battle turns, and I believe that play there. You have certain things that happen in the game, and it just kind of like takes the wind out of your sails. And that's a 10-point win.
It was great game planning. It was great game planning and film study by the Buffalo Bills. They know what Baltimore likes to do in the red zone. They know Mark Andrews is that big body target tight end in the red zone. They knew it. They played the zone. They fooled Lamar into thinking that he had him open. And here comes Taron Johnson, pick 6. Shout out to my man Don Brown, who put that in his song. He put it in a song about Taron Johnson in this pick 6. And then it happened again. So I know that somebody's watching out there for sure. All right. Bills Mafia, stand the hell up. The defense is just taking over. In the second half of these games, the defense shows up when it's needed. When it's crunch time, they have performed. Point blank, period. It's the difference. Make enough plays. Your defense make enough plays. Get turnovers. You're going to be very successful. You're going to be AFC Championship game successful. Now, for those who are watching, I'm going to put this out there too because it's very important. I don't want to hear no more about trust the process. It is now finished the race. No more trust the process. Y'all trusted the process. Y'all believed. Here you are. AFC Championship game. It might be at home if Cleveland can take care of business in a couple hours. Finish.
Strong possibility, man.
Finish the race. This is what you played for. 15-3. You played for it. Sean McDermott, Brandon Beane tore up a team that went to the playoffs for it. All right. Got hella scrutiny in 2018 and have been skyrocketed hella high since. All right. Give them their props. Give them their props is what's due. These guys are playing. Now, I just got to ask this question to you guys. That's out here. So the defense has been taken over. Mookie in the offseason. And I don't want to skip to the offseason because I think the Bills got 2 more games to play. But are we keeping this core all together collectively? Are we keeping this core? Is Leslie Frazier staying? Is that what's going on? Because
Dable saying because he's like the front runner for the.
We're not even gonna ask that question because Brian Dabo ain't staying. It's over. You can figure that now. I'm gonna ask about the defense because I think Leslie Frazier may not go. I think Leslie Frazier may still be here because of the coach.
He's not gonna go anywhere.
Right.
He's not. He's gonna stay here. He's not gonna go. I mean, where is he gonna go? Detroit, Houston. I don't think he would want to go to those teams. This is like Eric Bieniemy told me last year, after the Super Bowl, and I talked to him about these coaching positions and why he wasn't really thought about like now still. I still feel that he's getting overlooked. It's like they're trying to force him to go to Houston, and I don't think he want to go there. And quiet as kept, I think Eric Bieniemy might just stay with the Kansas City Chiefs this year. But Frazier don't leave; he stays. Dable goes to LA, and Ken Dorsey will be the offensive coordinator of the Bills. They're gonna keep all that thing in house. They got to keep people that's, Josh Allen is comfortable and familiar with play calling, and next man up mentality. And Ken Dorsey will get that opportunity when Dable leaves to LA.
So you think that? So you feel like Leslie Frazier's going to stay?
Yeah, Frazier's going to stay. You know what I mean? Bieniemy might stay too, because last year he told me, he's like, man, hey, it got to be the right team. You know what I mean? It's not all about
you don't think Houston's the right team for Bieniemy though? That's kind of
crazy. I think Eric Bieniemy. I'm with you, Donovan. I think Bieniemy with Houston would be a great fit. I think that might was that. I think
yeah, but you got to look at the fact that they just bypassed the man, didn't even give him an interview until Deshaun Watson cried about it or threatened to trade. And then who's to say that he still want to be there? How are you going to coach a team when your quarterbackers don't want to be there?
Well, I think Bieniemy coming in would be a determining factor if Deshaun Watson wanted to stay.
Oh yeah,
they were saying that he's going to be involved in the in the coaching hires and everything. So I think
if you have a franchise player, even you being in the front office, I think that you do need to kind of. I mean, we're still going to make our decision, but I think he should be. Hey, well, what do you think about this guy? It's like we're still going to do what we do, but that's your franchise quarterback.
This is what made Deshaun go crazy. Bill O'Brien, right? Where is Bill O'Brien from?
He's from the Bill
New England,
Belichick.
right?
Bill Belichick.
Right. So when they got that damn GM from New England, I don't think he just remembered, oh man, we got another New England guy, another guy that's arrogant and all that. That same New England mentality that Bill O'Brien came in. And that's why he tweeted, things still stay the same. Why you keep bringing in these New England guys? Let's bring another different mindset in here to change the culture.
I don't understand why they so cocky, because that
they won 20. They got 20 straight, Jay. They're gonna be arrogant. They're 20 straight, bro. Like everybody want a piece of that.
No. I'm talking about the coaching tree. The coaching tree.
The coaching tree is way overrated, though.
Way overrated. Way overrated. The Belichick tree. Way overrated.
Oh, we understand that. Okay. And I was saying, and right now, the true New England Patriot prodigal son is Brian Dable, not Josh McDaniels. It's Brian Dable. He's the prodigal son, but he's that's coming from Buffalo right now. You know what I mean? But he's the prodigal son. Look at what he's able to accomplish in 3 years with
Josh McDaniels just got offered the Eagles job. He's got an interview with them today.
Oof.
All right. Well,
listen, New England is not those type of picks anymore. Like I think the luster is gone with McDaniels. I don't know. I just don't. I feel like Deshaun Jackson right now. Any guy in New England right now is like, people want some new stuff, man. They want new minds. They don't want that Patriot way stuff in Houston. They don't want that Patriot way in LA. They don't want that. Teams like how you feel about the Bills, Marcus. That's how the rest of the NFL feel about New England. They don't want no New England personnel people in there.
Well, honestly, Moot, I think every year there's that. I think with the success that you all have had recently, that's the gift and the curse. Then people start poaching your coaching staff. Now you see people going after Dable. You see people talking about Leslie Frazier. When you start having success, people want them coaches. So I mean, I'm with you. I think Dable's gone, and with Leslie Frazier, I just think depends on what the job is. Who wants to go to, like you said, who wants to go to Detroit? Like who really, like, why would you subject yourself to that type of punishment?
Well,
the Jets job just got filled. Saleh just went there. Urban Meyer to the Jags. Do you want to go to Atlanta? Leslie
Art Smith is in Atlanta. Art Smith is in Atlanta now. They took the Tennessee over.
Atlanta,
Atlanta's taking. These jobs start filling.
Right.
So how many job openings are left? It's just Detroit and Houston, right? Detroit, Houston,
Detroit,
LA.
Houston, LA,
And what's the other one?
Philly.
and
Philly.
Philly.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of new, here's the leader of the new school. Let's listen to what he thought about this game over the Ravens, folks.
We're super excited for the chance to go and get to play this game next week. This was a fun one to be a part of. Obviously, there's some things we can clean up. But at the end of the day, it's the playoffs. You win or you go home. And our team found a way. Our defense stepped up. Taron Johnson, the play just changed the game. Unbelievable. So we're as crazy as it sounds. We got a ton of focus towards the Browns and the Chiefs for next week. And that's what we're doing.
What was your reaction to seeing Terrence pick six? We just heard from Deion. He said, all I saw was, Johnson going the other way. What was your reaction to that?
Well, I saw him come out the end zone. Usually, when there's a lot of bodies around you, you want to stay in. So I was like, dang it, he's going to get tackled at 5 or 10. And I'll tell you what, Trey White to go up ahead and get a block on Lamar, to spring him free. I mean, it's unbelievable. You practice for those situations. I'm going to pat myself on the back. In practice, I go behind him and I try to punch the ball out. So Taron had that extra sense to kind of look back, feel someone else coming, and hold on to the ball and finish the score. But just an unbelievable play. Just one of those games, one of those plays that'll be remembered for a really long time.
Awesome. Thanks, Josh. Congrats again.
Thank you.
Hey, Josh. Congrats on the win. Longest tenured Bill, Jerry Hughes, comes out here against one of the scariest playmakers in the league. I mean, what's going on in the locker room? Your impressions of that kind of performance?
I mean, it just follows the guys in the locker room and to go out there and make plays, get numbers called. Jerry's just one of those vets that just does his job. We respect him. He's one of those guys that you love having on your squad. For him to go out there and play the way he did, and guys like Trent Murphy. Trent hasn't been active very often this year, but to go out there and make the plays that he did, and the way our defense stopped the run, I mean, the game plan was executed to perfection. Offensively, we got to do a better job, but our defense stepped up, and again, it's playoff football. It doesn't matter how it looks, you get it done and you don't.
And, obviously you've spoken so much about Stephon Diggs, but did you guys say anything to each other at halftime? Because it looked like he came out in the third quarter, getting the ball to him again, and he made plays again.
It's just what he does. Nothing special, he's special. There wasn't anything special we're calling. It was just one-on-one. I trust my guy, and he does an unbelievable job of getting up and being separation. The balance is in his feet and just a few tackles and get the ball north. Those are huge key plays for us, especially up and down. A couple of those. Just like I said, when we needed him the most, he stepped up, and that's what he does.
Thanks, Josh.
Hey, Josh, Dan Fates in Rochester. We've asked you guys after big games, the locker room's been hungry. Deion said it was a party. I mean, Deion was pretty hyped up in the Zoom call. Does this feel like you guys let some of emotion out in this game, post game maybe?
Maybe post game. Just guys see what people say on TV. Being the home team, we didn't have a chance. That's what a lot of people said. Credit to the Ravens, playing some of the hottest football in the league. That's a really good team to just play. And I'll say that over and over again. They were real deal, especially on their whole team. But our guys played today with a hungry attitude. It's all the results.
I'm not going to put words in your mouth or say that you guys felt disrespected, but was there extra motivation this week, just with maybe some of the other outside noise?
I mean, every week we play, there's extra motivation. That's to get a chance to play the next week. And that's all it takes. That's all it takes. It's what everyone.
Thanks, Josh.
Josh, it's John Worrell. Congratulations on the win.
Thanks, Warren.
Now, just to put how much confidence does a win like this being able to rely on your defense to seal a win like that? I know it's happened a few times, but for it to happen in a divisional playoff game, how much confidence does this give this team overall going into next week?
I don't think it adds any more confidence than we have in ourselves right now. We're a team that believes in each other. We're taught to play great situational football. That's what we did tonight. And we're always going to have that confidence in each other. We practice extremely hard. We're extremely well coached. Speaks volumes to the guys that's good, guys that they brought in. Terry and Kim for what they've done for this organization. There's just a lot of riding on every game. We know that it's going to be a tough year. We're either playing at home against Browns or we're going to Kansas City. So we're prepared for either one and try to actually get fun.
And just lastly, I mean, with all the attention that's been put on you and Diggs and the offense and all this stuff, what about the fact that the defense showed up and deserved some love today? A lot of love.
I can't say enough words for what that game was for our defense and how they played. Like I said, Aaron Johnson was play that people are going to remember for a long time here in Buffalo. One of those potentially franchise-altering plays, guys that just step up and do their job. Like I said, he made a play when we needed it the most. That's what our defense did. They stepped up huge. And, really was fun to watch.
Thanks a lot.
All right, so there's some of the thoughts right there. You got to hear some of the thoughts right from Mr. 17, the Dr. Allen, Joshy Boucher.
Dr. Josh.
Allentown, Mr. Allentown himself. Man, oh man. Marcus is sitting over here laughing like a Cheshire cat. He's so sneaky, little pesky.
Hey, is you gonna be accountable because you sure said that if the Bills beat the Ravens, you was gonna do what? Didn't you say that on the Alphabet Show? Didn't you say that?
I said on the Alphabet Show on Friday that I'll rock the Buffalo Bills hat for the whole show.
Oh, so yeah, that's what you be rocking that hat then, right?
I'm gonna be rocking the hat on Friday. You'll be there. Don't worry, you'll be there too.
Yeah, every week it's something, man. It's something with you every week, man. What's gonna be this week?
If I say I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it.
So if the Cleveland Browns pull off this upset, Cleveland gonna beat the Bills too, right?
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
Don't say that, Marcus.
Are you gonna say that because the Cleveland running backs, the Bills are gonna lose? Because I'm tired of all these narratives that you've been saying on your show. I'm tired of all these narratives you're saying on your show.
It would behoove you to watch your pick. That's all I'm
saying. Check this. I've said this before, and I stand by this. I believe that the Cleveland Browns matchup would be a more difficult matchup for the Bills than the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh my God! Why?
And I'll explain why. I believe Cleveland's running game makes it, and this is really more.
Here we go again.
Hang on. Let me explain. This is really more of a slap in the face to Kansas City than it is to you guys. What I'm saying is Kansas City don't run the football. They don't run the football. So to me, Kansas City is more one-dimensional. You're a coach, Mook. Kansas City to me is more one-dimensional. They throw the ball all over the field to Kelsey and Tyreek and all of them. But with the Browns, they're going to be focused. Their success comes through them ground and pound with Chubb and Hunt. So that's what I'm saying. I think that would be a more physical and more brutal game for you guys than it would be the Chiefs. The Chiefs are more finesse. The Chiefs are more finesse. Do you agree with that?
Are you done?
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you finished or are you done?
Okay. So since Cleveland is so physical and Cleveland is this type of team and all that stuff, we played Cleveland too last year, by the way. Right?
And lost.
Yeah, we lost. Yeah, we lost, but we shouldn't have lost the game. We was winning it the whole game until a minute left in the game where Hollywood Huggins, just beat Levi Wallace on a slant. And that's where Odell Beckham was out there. And those 2 running backs out there. So, they barely that game we should have won because Josh Allen threw 40 times. Why are you throwing the ball 40 times when you're winning the game? And your run game was eaten. So that was a coaching error. I feel that the coaching pretty much lost that game right then and there. They won't make that same mistake against Cleveland. It's the same damn team. What makes you think it's the same thing? I'm just gonna leave it alone. I'm just gonna leave it alone because y'all said the same thing last week. Y'all said the same thing last week about Lamar Jackson. What Lamar Jackson do? 34 damn yards, man. Okay.
I guess this is the question I want to ask. I guess this is the question I really want to ask. Who would you rather see?
Kansas City. I want Kansas City. I want Kansas City. I want to take care of all family business this year. I want Kansas City, and I'm sorry, Andre. I'm sorry. I want Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. We want to settle all family business this year. We want to leave no stone unturned because when we whip everybody ass, it's against the best in the league. I don't want to hear about that no more.
But the Packers are the better team than Tampa.
Every week I need you here. Every week I need you here. Every week I need you here. And on the alphabet show until the end of the season. I need you right here. I need you close. I need you close.
We want all the smoke. I told y'all that at the beginning of the year. We want all the smoke.
Not like the street profit.
We knocked everybody off this year. No, everybody thought the Bills was gonna go 9-7, 8-8. Because why? Oh, they playing Seattle. Oh, they playing San Fran. Oh, they playing the Rams. Oh, they playing
they're playing Kansas City.
Oh, they're playing the Ravens.
We told y'all about that ish too. We told y'all about that ish. Listen, they was a Hail Mary away from sweeping that whole division.
We don't do hypotheticals.
No hypotheticals. Did they beat Seattle? No
hypotheticals, Dre. But guess what? They won 8 in a row right now.
Don't do that hypothetical stuff, Marcus.
8 in a row. 8 in a row. 8 in a row. 8 in a row. Don't worry about it. 8 in a row.
Now you having a conversation over on the side. Nah, look at him. Now you having a conversation over on the side. You ain't having.
It'll be 10 in a row. It'll be 10 in a row when they win the Super Bowl.
Did they?
It'll be 10 in a row when they win the Super Bowl.
No, it's okay. Watch this move. Did they beat Pittsburgh?
Yeah, I told you, man. But he had to do something on the show for the past 8 weeks.
Marcus' mouth. I want Marcus to say yes. Go ahead and say it.
Did you beat Kansas City?
No, did they beat Seattle? No.
Did you beat Tennessee? Because Mookie Hawkins, we did a show before the season start. Look. If you're gonna take credit for the good stuff, you gotta take the blame for the bad stuff too.
Oh, absolutely.
Did you say that Buffalo was gonna beat Kansas City? Yes or no? Did you say Kansas?
I didn't say that. I said that we were gonna beat Tennessee, and I said that we were gonna beat Kansas City.
Hold on, Mook. Did they beat the Rams?
Yes.
The Rams made it further than Tennessee did.
Okay, it doesn't matter. You said that you're going to beat
that the Rams was a better team, right? It proves that the Rams was a better team, right?
Not necessarily, because they're on the NFC side. I think the AFC is deeper than the NFC.
Okay.
Let me agree with that.
Okay.
Did Tennessee stop Lamar Jackson? Did Tennessee stopLamar Jackson?
Make it make sense for me.
They ain't stopped Lamar Jackson, right?
It's matchups.
No, did they stop? Did they stop?
Here come this style.
Come on. No. Derrick Henry had 57 yards against us too, bro. Derrick Henry had 57 yards against us too, so that ain't no factor.
Styles make fights. You beat Baltimore. You beat Baltimore. Tennessee beat you. So what does that mean? Certain matchups.
Nothing.
You have matchups. You have certain matchups. You match
up. We beat Baltimore. So what that mean?
But you lost to Tennessee.
Come on, man. It don't mean nothing.
Yo, hold on,
Okay, Kansas City lost to the Raiders.
Hold on.
Kansas City lost to the Raiders.
But
they beat the Raiders.
But they beat you. These messages. Hold on.
We beat the Raiders.
Hold on. We got
to. And the Chiefs beat you. So what are we saying?
Did we beat Dallas?
You didn't play Dallas.
Did the Bills beat Dallas last year?
Play Dallas this year.
Did it? No, I'm talking last year. Last time the Bills in Dallas, man.
Are we doing last year now?
Yeah, I'm doing one of your numbers now. I'm doing one of your numbers.
I'm about to do 2 numbers. I'm about to mute them. Listen, we got a Kansas City fan in here talking big stuff right now. He said, He said, F the Bills. They'll be in Kansas City. Do they want a death wish?
I don't think that's not a given, man. Like,
you better worry about
I don't know. I've seen both teams play, and Buffalo's played far better the last 8 games than Kansas City has. Like, I mean, if you look at it the last half of the season, Buffalo was the better team.
OG said butter or margarine. I'm done.
RK.
Okay, so KC got one. Come, we owe them boys one.
Country cry. I want that country cry.
Country cry.
Country cry. Shred.
Nah, they gonna give them great value. Great value.
Get some of that Audi. Get you some of that good Audi.
I do want to say this though, guys. Right now, are there any 2 teams playing better ball than the Bills and the Packers?
No.
2 teams playing better ball right this moment than the Bills and the Packers.
No. The answer
what I thought yesterday, and you know, we're gonna get some more answers today. We're gonna definitely get some more. We're gonna get some more answers today. But right now, in my opinion, the 2 hottest teams in the NFL playing the best ball right now are the Packers and the Bills. That's just what it is. Now we'll see.
We've been trying to tell y'all that for weeks. I've been trying to tell y'all that for weeks upon weeks. Marcus, don't you dare.
Hey, Josh Allen threw for 57% yesterday, and they still won. Under 60%. Under 60%, Marcus.
And guess what? That probably is going to cost him the MVP. That's probably going to cost him the MVP.
He wasn't going to win it anyway.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
According to some people, he was. Some people, I don't mention no names or nothing, but some people have been up in my ear for the past 5 weeks saying that Josh Allen's the MVP. I'm not going to mention no names, but their initials are from Bumbar and you. And you. Okay, so that cost him yesterday.
That cost him before then. I mean, 48-5 is hard to come by, bro. You know, I'm a realist to that. 48-5 is it's not every year that happens.
Hold on, though, Mook. It's my team we talking about, right? So let's be very mindful. I was one in the very beginning of the debate that said AI 12. Yes, 48-5 at 37. Okay, 48-5 at 37 with a second-year coach. I was like, yo, they said he was washed up. Where? I'm sorry. Who? How? I'm sorry. Besides DA, he has what? Walmart receivers, you would say? He's made Robert Tyan a freaking stud. By the way, Robert Tyan got his game from the one and only Travis Kelce, by the way. The best tight end in the league. They work in the off season together, by the way. Just want to put that out there.
I think being around Jimmy Graham also kind of helped him out a little bit too.
Here's the other thing. The fact of the matter is, J.A. has brung a culture that has been in obscurity for 20+ years and brung back a good feel, not only to the community and to the fan base, but to Buffalo Bills Mafia alike across the board. This feels like the 90s, but even a little bit better. Even a little bit better.
It mean more now. Actually mean more now because it's been so long.
Don't sleep on this feeling right here. I tell you what. This is how you gonna know. Let the Bills win next week.
Okay, you said the feeling. What happens if they get blown out next week? Then you still gonna have that feeling?
Next week, you know what? Yes, you know why Bills Mafia will have that feeling? Because there's one thing that Bills Mafia is better than any other fan base in the world, and that's believe.
Okay. We definitely gonna see. There's a lot of unfinished business today. We're gonna get some answers today. We gonna
Josh
get
Josh Allen broke records this year. I'm talking about Jim Kelly records that people said, "Oh,
okay, breaking Jim Kelly records."
No, don't do that. Don't do that, Marcus. Don't do that, Marcus. Don't do that.
No, I am gonna do that. You're the best.
You want to know why you shouldn't do that?
Being the best. Hang on.
Prescott, hold on. No. I'm on you now.
Being the best quarterback in Buffalo Bills history, that's not saying much. That's not saying much. That's the equivalent. That's the equivalent of being the best ice skater in Jamaica. Being the best Bills quarterback, that's the same difference.
The disrespect is real. Wait a minute. You was all over Dak Prescott when he took 5,000 yards.
That analogy, man.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. That big city mentality. This is why I told you he don't respect the hustle enough. I told you he don't respect the hustle enough.
Look what Josh Allen did. He beat this. Look, that just shows how pathetic your quarterbacks have been in the history of your franchise. If Josh Allen's the best you've ever had, that shows how. Now, if you go to the Packers, now hang on. Now you're a Packers fan, right?
Oh, yeah.
Now you're a Packers fan. Now if Jordan Love comes out and be what y'all think he might end up being, and he breaks a whole bunch of records, y'all have had Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers. Okay, you would be like, wow. You'd be like, wow.
We just totally just omit Bart Starr. We just omit.
Okay, and Bart Starr. Yeah, and Bart Starr. I'm saying you all have had 3 of the greatest quarterbacks in the history of the NFL. Okay. In the history.
And Jim Kelly is where on the list? On your list?
Jim Kelly was an awesome quarterback. Hang on. Jim Kelly was an awesome quarterback. Is he in your top 10 in history?
He's up there, though.
Whoa.
No. I'm asking the panel here.
No,
Jim
let me
Kelly
ask you.
Is Jim Kelly the top quarterback in history?
You don't want to make the comment. Let me ask you this question.
Okay.
Name 10 better.
Oh, I can do that easily.
Go ahead. Let me hear this.
John Elway, Dan Marino.
Dan Marino. Hold on. Are we going by yard? Are we going by individuals?
We're going by the eye test. No, I would take Dan Marino.
I asked that question because a lot of people will sit up here and tell me Tom Brady got 6 rings. Was his 6 rings a team success thing or individual success thing?
Is he still winning? Is he still winning in Tampa Bay? I think that question's been answered this year. And you just brought him up. Tom Brady, John Elway, Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers. Shall I go on?
Go ahead. But hold on. Let me get to the Tom Brady thing. You said Tom Brady is winning this year? Oh, but we're going to sit here and skip. Hold on. We're going to sit here and skip the fact that him and Bruce Arians had problems all year.
Okay, he's a 43-year-old quarterback who's played in the same system for 20 years, and he goes to a new team with a new coach and a new city.
LeBron James-esque, by the way. Why you got Antonio Brown? Why you got Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, RJ, what is it? Ronald Jones, Leonard Fournette. Who's his tight end?
Gronk, Brait.
Okay, what do you have in New England last year?
Last year he had
a first round exit.
Yeah, in the first round.
I'm saying, what did he do? What did he do last year? Considering what he had on,
he got bounced out the first round. It's about time. He got bounced out of the first round. Oh, hold on. Guess what? They about to get bounced out tonight too. Why?
And then his first round, he played against a backup quarterback against one of the worst divisions. He got a good draw the first round. Like and he barely won that game. So like I think he's done well, but I think people are giving him far too much credit than what he's actually accomplished.
Way too much, bro. Hold on. What was Tampa's schedule this year? Since we like to talk about schedules, what was Tampa's schedule this year?
They play in the NFC South, man. They play in the NFC South. The NFC South got some teams over there. And back to your original question, Drew Brees. You asked me about quarterbacks that are better than. You said give me 10 quarterbacks. Right. I just named 6 of them to you. I'll give you another one. Drew Brees. Okay. Troy Aikman. Troy Aikman beat him down head to head.
Nah, you stretch it now. I get it. He got 2 rings.
He beat him head to head. He beat him head to head. He beat him head to head.
You're stretching. With Troy Aikman, that's a stretch.
Head to head. Okay. I mean, I don't know what other way you can. I don't know what other way you can prove something than beating somebody head to head.
Like I said, we also had this.
What did we have last night? We had Josh Allen versus Lamar Jackson last night, right? And so can a Baltimore Ravens fan say to you right now, "Oh, Lamar Jackson, he's still better than Lamar Jackson's better than Josh Allen"? What would you say to him?
He can try. You know what?
He got an MVP from the He got an MVP from the say though. He got the MVP last year.
Right now, though.
He got the man conference. They're gonna say. So fucking what don't mean nothing. What he get? What he get for?
I'm saying right now, head to head. You would have to give Josh Allen the slight advantage over Lamar Jackson. You would have to give it to him.
Whoa. Hold on. Time out. Giving Josh Allen a slight edge over Lamar Jackson is a slight, period. It's a huge slight. You want to know why that's a huge slight? Let me tell you why it's a huge slight. Lamar Jackson won the MVP with 36 touchdown passes last year. How many touchdown passes Josh Allen had this year?
40?
Okay. 40. Plus the running touchdowns that he's had this year. So
got you. Back to the quarterbacks better than Jim Kelly. Peyton Manning, Eli Manning, Ben Roethlisberger.
Oh, you stretching.
Peyton Manning's not better. Peyton Manning's not better.
I would say Eli Manning is it, man.
Eli Manning's a bit.
Pause. I'm muting mics for this. My man just came on here and said Eli Manning is a better quarterback than Jim Kelly. I want somebody put a poll up. Hold up. Somebody put a poll up. Did you just say Eli Manning? Man, listen. I can't. All I want to say is this. Josh Allen in 3 years has showed hella progression. When folks, so-called analysts, tried to tell me Josh Allen couldn't hit a rock in a higher place. Remember that, D. Samuels? Remember that? Remember somebody tried to tell me that earlier in the year? I ain't heard from him since. Where you at? I ain't heard of you since. Where you been? No, it wasn't you. It wasn't you. You know who he is.
I'll give you another. And for the 10th quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger. Ben Roethlisberger.
I know, but you have one more because you put Eli Manning over, so you got to replace Eli Manning.
I gotta come with another one.
Troy Aikman is a stretch. I think Troy Aikman is a stretch too, but go ahead.
Troy Aikman's way better. Troy Aikman beat down Jim Kelly. He beat him down.
I don't even think you mentioned Joe Montana. You should have put him in way before.
Joe Montana, Joe Montana, and Steve Young. Oh, so there you go. I just gave you 12.
Whoa. So let me ask this question. How many years did Steve Young play?
Like 15. His career got cut short. His career, number one, he came into the NFL from the USFL. He came into the NFL from the USFL.
Right, correct.
So part of his. I'll give you another quarterback better than Jim Kelly. Warren Moon.
Warren
Moon is not better than Jim Kelly.
Warren Moon is. You know what? I will respect Warren Moon more than watch this. I respect Warren Moon more than I respect Troy Aikman or Eli Manning.
That's fine. That's fine. They're still better than Jim Kelly. You can not like them all you want.
I mean, regardless of the fact, Jim Kelly is still a top quarterback. If you fall within the top 15, 20, you're still an elite quarterback that's played in the NFL.
No, and I agree with you, Jonathan. I'm just saying Jim Kelly ain't top 10.
You know that's that. That was my point. I knew he could name 10. I could name 10, but the point is, Jim Kelly is up there. Don't make it seem like Jim Kelly is just slosh in a pan. Like, oh, I just threw him in the It's just like, come on, man. Josh Allen has done a phenomenal job, and yes, it matters, man. We talking about taking down records from like the greatest time in a franchise's history. Come on, you got to give him props for that. If you're not gonna give him props for that, that's just crazy.
Russell Wilson.
You know what? I'm out. You said Russell Wilson. By the way, I want to say thank you, Bills Mafia, everybody who tuned in. We got more coming tomorrow. We got to get into whoever the Bills gonna play, whether it's Cleveland or Kansas City. Me and Mookie will be on air. No, actually, Monday Night Madness is tomorrow. I'm sorry. Well, no, actually, today is Sunday. Dang. Yeah, Monday Night Madness is tomorrow. It's Tuesday. Okay, we'll get into it Tuesday on the post game in the evening. All right, y'all make sure y'all have y'all burgers, pizza, whatever y'all cooking. Marcus will be cooking pan-seared steak to represent his damn team. pan-seared team. Listen, I enjoyed y'all, man. This was a whole lot of fun. This is what sleepless nights are worth. This is worth some sleepless nights and some sleepless mornings. All right. So thank y'all for always supporting, man. And of course, Donovan Samuels, Kellen for the culture, Mookie, the coach Hawkins. We'll see you on Waffle 2 at 6 o'clock. And I might even see you at 3 later on. All right. On WDAP radio as well. Tune in for that. Big things is coming from
Kurt Warner.
Kurt.
With that being said, I'm getting off the show. Somebody, maybe I called him at 3 o'clock. Maybe that's the reason.
I looked up, man. I'm like, I saw Marcus, wake your ass up, man.
I can't with you. I just can't believe you, Marcus. Like, really?
Kurt Warner wasn't better than. Kurt Warner's not better than Jim Kelly?
Yeah.
No, sir. Stop.
Let's get this fire started. Sports became a passion. Combo bring it to life, highlighting all the action. Opinions could explode like a chemical reaction. If we started from the bottom, now rise up the newest caption. Man, it's known that every team and every person got an emphasis. But this